throw on first down with Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. 21 yards. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed. Hey, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected at the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Loss of 5 yards.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter,
If it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, Trubisky rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
Is good.
And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13
team plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his fourth team in 4 years after stints with the Rams.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Of action. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground. And
that's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On the carry.
He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
29-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Chicago.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to Anthony Miller.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball work for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Loss of a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
4th down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Number 20.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. One up to about the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. This one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Chicago, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.